are going to be doing a meditation as always, but this evening's meditation is going to be a little bit different. Normally, we have been using mantra for our meditation, and tonight we are going to focus more on awareness. And one of the reasons we're going to do that is because I just think you're ready. We've been doing a mantra meditation for, I think, over 20 sittings together now. And so tonight I just wanted to introduce a different method of meditation. And one of the reasons that we use the mantra is because some of you are probably familiar with this idea of the monkey mind. And the monkey mind is something that there's been lots of books written about and yoga teachers talk about. And essentially, it is that part of our mind that runs uncontrollably without us necessarily being aware or conscious of it. And so meditation really is about building awareness. And so when we're using the mantra meditation, we are essentially taking that monkey mind and hiring it for a job. The monkey mind is an aspect that always is looking for something. So some of you might have experienced this when your life is actually going pretty good. There's not a lot of problems, and your mind has the ability to make a problem out of something that really isn't a problem. And sometimes when we have that experience of the monkey mind looking for things, it's looking for things to chew on. It loves to be employed, and that means it has to be doing something. And so one of the reasons we use mantra is because it gives that aspect of our brain a job to do. It gives it somewhere to focus and somewhere to put its attention. And so tonight, instead of using a mantra, we are still going to hire our monkey mind and give it a job, but we're going to do it through just the simple practice of awareness. And awareness is something that you may think you have, and it might be something that you think you don't have. And the truth is, if you know you have awareness, then you have it. And if you know that you don't have awareness, then you also have awareness because you're aware that you're not aware. And really, I like to embrace that idea because this isn't a practice about being perfect. It's not about emptying your mind. It's not about knowing the perfect thing to say or do. Really, it's just about learning how to hold space for yourself, how to sit quietly, and how to bring your awareness into the present moment. When we give our attention to things that are in the present moment, we can begin to see the movement of our mind. And that's one of the things that meditation is really helpful for. And that's essentially real knowledge, is when we start to understand the movements of our mind and the operation of our mind. And when we can start to understand that sort of function, then we start to move into wisdom, essentially. And wisdom is being able to understand your own reality and how your mind creates that reality for you. And in order to have wisdom, wisdom has to have a character function and manifestation. And the character of wisdom is that it can penetrate illusion. So when we sit in awareness and we bring our full attention to something, we can start to notice what is true or what is untrue because there's just a little bit more space around things. And the function of wisdom is that it can shine the light into the places that maybe we haven't looked before. And some of you may have experienced this in the previous sittings when we've been using mantra meditation, because you're giving your monkey mind somewhere to focus. You're giving it that mantra. And then you notice when it starts to dart around or when it starts to wander. All of a sudden you're making your grocery list, or you're distracted by a sound that you heard, or whatever it is. And so this is how the function of wisdom starts to shine its light into those spaces, and we begin to see the movement of our mind. And then the manifestation of wisdom is through clarity. When we experience true wisdom, there's always clarity and there's understanding, which means that we can't generally use our thinking mind to achieve that place of wisdom, because the monkey mind and the thinking mind is something that's always overly active, and to be honest, can't necessarily be trusted. It's just busy being itself, and it needs something to do always. So tonight, instead of using mantra, we are going to just be seated, and I'm going to be guiding you through an awareness meditation. And so if you can, at this time, we won't start till 7:15, but just see if you can get into a comfortable position, because I know most nights I kind of offer just lay down or sit down, or however you can get there. But tonight, if you can get into a seated position, then we can start to kind of align the spine and the body and get you into a meditative seated stance. And if you can't sit with your legs crossed, if that's really uncomfortable, you can absolutely just sit in a chair on your couch. And what you want to start to do is just notice your sit bone directly beneath you. And you can close your eyes for this if you want to. And then you just start to notice the placement of your hips on top of that coccyx. And then feel the lengthening of your spine. Let it go all the way up through the shoulder blades. See if you can let the shoulders relax down naturally. And our head, a lot of the time, because we're on the computer, we're doing this a lot with our head. We have a little turtle head poking out, which is kind of funny that I said that, because I've heard that referred to as when you have a number two situation. But anyways, that's not what I'm talking about. So anyways, you want to have your chin a little bit pushed back more, so that the spine is actually straight at the back, and your jawbone is situated a little bit further back rather than having your head protruding. So just see where you can arrive at in your body that feels fairly comfortable for you. And so as you become seated, you can have your eyes open or closed at this point, doesn't matter. Just remember that as we're moving through this meditation, it's going to be really normal to have your mind start to wander. And it's a good thing, because we're starting to notice the movement of our mind, and that's what we want. And it doesn't have to come with any judgment. Awareness is without judgment. It's just pure observation, really. And it might take you a moment, you might be a few sentences in to your mind running on about something before you actually catch it and go, oh crap, I'm over there just doing my own thing. And then again, no judgment, you just acknowledge and then just walk it back into wherever we are. And this is a process. It doesn't happen automatic. It doesn't matter if you've been meditating for years. It doesn't matter if you meditate for a living. We're all human, and so we all have this experience. But really, starting to understand that meditation is about awareness kind of lifts that relief that we don't have to be able to think about nothing. And in fact, the Buddha wasn't really about that practice. It was more about just concentration and awareness and noticing what could be birthed from those spaces of awareness. So again, if you're just hopping on and joining us, we're not going to be doing a mantra tonight. We're going to be doing more of an awareness meditation. And if you can find yourself in a seated position, either cross-legged or on a chair or a couch, then that is very helpful. Just try to have your spine straight. And I will be walking you through this. I'll be giving you prompts. We're not going to linger too long, but there will definitely be more space where it's just quiet, so that you can experience that stillness and experience that focus of attention and awareness on whatever aspect we are choosing to focus on at the time. All right. So coming into a seated position, and maybe just starting to close the eyes. You don't have to squeeze them tight, just slightly close them so that you feel relaxed. And let your hands fall however they may. Some of you, they may naturally go palms up, some of you palms down, some of you hand in hand. No right or wrong, just notice. And then see if you can notice where your chin is. If it's sticking out and you've got a bit of a turtleneck happening, pull the chin back in a little bit so the spine feels straight and long. Just noticing the tailbone connected to the earth, the chair, or whatever is beneath you. And then again, slowly starting to see if you can stack your spine. Just bringing your attention to the spine. A lot of the time, especially when we're working, we don't really notice the position that our body's in. We're just getting through what we have to get through any way we can. So allowing those vertebrae to slowly start stacking. Maybe bring a little bit more attention in between the shoulder blades so that we're not rounded and hunched. And see if you can feel and create length in the back of the neck so that the chin comes back and down a little bit. Feeling length come out right through the crown of your head. And with your body in this stacked position, just notice where you can let go and relax. The head might feel lighter. The shoulders might feel heavy. The elbows sinking down. The knees pulling towards the earth. Take an inhale breath any way you can. Exhale any way you can. And just bringing your attention to your breath. Not forcing it to be any particular way. Just maybe noticing it for the first time today. And noticing if you're breathing fast or slow. Noticing if the breath is shallow or deep. Noticing if the air coming in is hot or cold. Shift your awareness to the center of your head, just above your head. I've taught classes in the past where people automatically want to reach for this area. Reach for it with your mind. Allow the body to remain still. And just ask your mind to give its attention to the area in the center of your head, right on top of your crown. Some of you may notice sensations arising. You may notice the monkey mind wanting to wander. Just bring it back in. Breathe and focus your awareness at the crown of your head. Slowly start to bring your awareness down to your third eye. So in between the eyebrows and just slightly above. Hold all your attention there. Experience emotions arising. Just notice them. As you hold your awareness at your third eye, you may see them rise and fall. Slowly bring your awareness down to your throat. Place all your attention here. The attention may go right to the front of the throat. For some of you, it may stem from the spine through to the front. Noticing vibration, temperature, movement. Slowly bring your attention down towards the center of your chest, the area of your heart. Allow all your attention to rest here. Attuning to the subtleties. And if the monkey mind is starting to pull you somewhere else, just notice and pull it back in. Remember, it's always looking for a job, so you've got to give it a job. Focus its attention, its awareness, right to your heart. You may notice signals in the body. good, not bad, just noticing. Slowly bring your awareness down to that area just where the ribs begin to separate. You may notice your breath follow you there. Expanding through the diaphragm. Again, noticing the mind and redirecting your attention back to the solar plexus. And slowly pull your awareness down to just below the belly button. In this area that holds the reproductive organs. Notice if the breath follows you there. And just bring your full attention to this area of the body. Movement that you notice. Sensations that you notice. Slowly pull your awareness down all the way to the base of your coccyx, the lowest point in the body, the lowest point of the spine. And as you continue to breathe, see if you can bring your awareness to the space where your body ends and space surrounding you begins. Some of you may notice tingling sensations surrounding the body. You may feel the pressure of space, or you may be noticing the experience of gravity, how space holds you, surrounds you. And as the mind wanders, just call it back for higher. Give it the job of focusing full attention on that area where the body ends and space begins. Bring your awareness to sound. As you bring your attention to the experience of sound, just in your mind, say, hearing, hearing. Noticing sounds that are subtle, and sounds that are loud. Noticing sounds that are close. And sounds that are far. See if you can become aware of the space between sound. Slowly bring your awareness back into your body. Noticing the weight of your hands. Noticing the density in the lower half of your body. Stable and solid. Noticing the shoulders relaxed and releasing tension, dropping far from the ears. Notice your breath. It may be different than when you started. Bringing your awareness back to the third eye. You may like to bring your hands together in prayer at your heart center. We open our hearts to the counsels of light that surround us, to the spirits that guide us and the angels that watch over us. In this space of awareness, we can induce feelings of calm and peace. We surrender our control in the ways that we normally need to exercise. And in that surrender, we truly open to you for all the guidance that you wish to offer, all the teachings that you wish to share. Thank you for your ever presence in our day-to-day life. And may we make time to be more present with you. Namaste. Thanks, guys. I hope that gave you some feelings of calm and peace. Calm is definitely something that a lot of people are desiring. I say that because I create custom malas and mala bracelets for people, and in the process of doing that, there is a large form that they fill out, and one of the questions is, what would you like to call forth? And for a lot of people, it's the feeling of calm. Thank you, guys. And bringing our awareness into the present moment like that is definitely one of the ways that we can do that. So hopefully you feel comfortable maybe trying this on your own, and you can always just start in a seated position and just work your way through the chakras. Essentially is all that I did. We started at the top and pulled the energy lower. And you can just guide yourself in your mind, speaking out loud in your mind, so to speak, and allow that to keep your attention with you and to help you achieve your goal. Much love. I will be here next Wednesday, and I look forward to being with you all. Bye for now.